In this screencast, we'll add a flash message that will let all users know when someone logs in, logs out, is added, or deleted. So here I've logged in on one browser normally, and I'll log in on another browser using the incognito mode, and there's our flash message. When I log out, I see the flash message indicating the log out on the other browser. Now I'll create a new user account, and we see the corresponding flash message. Finally, I'll delete that account, and the flash message notifying us of the change is displayed. So following our real-time model events pattern from episodes 21 and 22, we're already subscribed to the user classroom and the user instance models. We did that on the server side by creating a subscribe action to our user controller, which does the actual room subscriptions. On the client side, within the app.js file, we initiate the subscription by using socket.get and passing in user/subscribe. As you recall, this has a similar effect to an HTTP GET in that it hits our subscribe action. So now all we have to do is use the publish methods to let the socket of any browser tab know that one of our events has occurred. First, let's look at when a user logs in. For that, we'll go into our session controller. We're already using publish update to let the socket know that someone is logged in. Now we can expand this object to pass the username and an action attribute with the value of has logged in. On the client side, I'm going to open up app.js and add to that method that just rolls off your tongue, comment message received from server. And we're going to include an if statement that checks whether the message verb is not equal to destroy. And I'll go into why that is in a second. But if it's not equal to destroy, we're going to call the display flash activity method. Now this method plays a sound and then through jQuery displays the flash message. In order to set this up, we need to do a couple of quick things. First, I created a sounds folder, which not surprisingly contains sound files. And then, since I want this sound available on every page, I put the following tags in the layout.ejs file. So let's see if it works. I'll log in and great, we get a slightly annoying sound and our flash message. Now back in the session controller's destroy action, we expand the object again to include the username, but this time an action attribute with the value of has logged out. Next, let's open the user controller's create action, and we're already using publish create to update our user administration page. So here I'll just add the action attribute to the user object and we'll be good to go. Finally, let's look at the destroy action of the user controller. Here we're using the publish destroy method to let our user administration page know that a user was destroyed. The publish destroy method only passes the ID of the destroyed model. So I'm going to also use the publish update method to pass the username and the user action to our client. That's it. Now let's see if all this works. I have our two browsers open, one in regular mode, one in incognito mode. I've logged in on one side and now I'll log into the other. There's our flash message as we expected. When I log out, we see the flash message. And now I'll add a user. We get the appropriate flash message in that case. And finally, when I delete the user account, we're notified of the event. Although this all works, I'd really prefer that the user have to be logged in and authenticated to receive the flash messages. I'd also like the flexibility of making these activities persistent, that is, saved to a database. So in the next screencast, we'll refactor our code to do just that. Thanks for watching.